He's 20. He's got almost nothing, but he's asking the right question. And here's what I'm going to tell him. 2 policies, listen. The first is a bill, term insurance. You pay, you're covered. You stop paying or it runs out, and it's gone. Protection, clean, simple, and right now cheap. The second is a system, an engine, whole life insurance. Costs more, sometimes twice as much, but it doesn't expire. It builds something, and unlike the other one, it can be designed. That matters. I'll get to that. On paper, and some people love to stop right here, term wins. He invests the difference every year for 40 years. The term investment account gets to nearly $1 million. The whole life cash value reaches $715,000. Term is ahead. The crown goes to term. Fine. He paid his bill. The landlord kept the building. That's the deal. Now look at year 13. Right there. That's when the whole life pays back exactly what went in. The break even. A lot of people selling you term don't walk you to that line. I'm walking you to it. Here's what nobody tells you about a forecast. It's not a floor. Year 40, retirement starts. Selling isn't optional anymore. The market drops 25%. The term account goes from $993 down to $744. After taxes, $739,000. The whole life value, $715. Didn't move. Doesn't move with the market. Never has. That's the floor. $24,000 between them. After 40 years. After a bad year. That's a rounding error. And the term? Year 40, the lease ended. Coverage gone. He paid 40 years of bills and walked out with no protection and a market account. The whole life tool, the system, the engine is still running. Now, I want somebody in this room to sit with that for a second. Take your time. Here's something term cannot do. Period. You cannot redesign it. Fixed contract, fixed period, zero flexibility. When it's done, it's done. That's by design. Whole life has a dial. 1090, you maximize cash growth. Liquid, flexible, good for building. 3070, the guaranteed death benefit triples from $125,000 to $375,000. The minimum floor goes up 3 times. Cash value at 40 is slightly lower. Protection is 3 times stronger. 1 engine, 1 system, 2 configurations. Term, 1 configuration. On or off, that's the whole dial. That cash value, you can use it right now, throughout your life. Term path, you sell. You sell, you trigger a tax event. The government gets a piece of what you built. Whole life, you borrow against your vault. No sale, no tax, the vault stays full, the asset stays in the building. At midnight, the term policy expires. Umbrella folds, disappears. No residual value. 40 years of bills bought 40 years of protection. That was the agreement. The whole life fortress is still standing. The vault is still growing. No expiration date. Now, I'm not here to say term is bad. I'm not saying that. It's a bill for protection. When you're young and your family needs coverage and the budget is tight, it makes sense. If something happens during the term, it pays. It does its job. I respect that. But you know what you're buying. A bill. When it ends, it's gone. No cash value, no residual, no system, no engine left in your hand. Whole life costs more, always has, but it does not expire. Builds an asset, gives you access without selling, can be designed, and 40 years later, the system is still running. Some people have been hearing this for years and still think buy term and invest the rest is a financial strategy. I hope someone here is paying attention today. He's at the crossroads. Older, slower, holding both options in his hands. One built protection that disappeared when it finished. One built protection that stayed, with a vault beside it. The question is not which one costs more. The question is, are you paying a bill or building a system, an engine? Both roads are honest. Only one of them is still open at the end. Which one is yours?